Approaching 6:21 in Trinidad and Tobago. Hopefully you're not too discomforted by the rains this morning because these are the challenges you have to deal with. And speaking of challenges, there are issues of money laundering and terrorism that many people are dealing with at the moment. And speaking at the Caribbean Financial Action Task Force event yesterday, Attorney General Faris Al-Rawi announced government's plans to seize assets of TNT nationals suspected and or convicted of terrorism and terrorist financing. He spoke on that as well as signaling the government's intention to crack down on money laundering and corruption. Here's some of what he had to say.
The fourth round mutual evaluation for CFATF is an exercise which has seen Trinidad and Tobago being the first member country to be evaluated. And those rounds of evaluations, the fourth round evaluations, go currently up to 2022. There are 27 member states which have to be assessed mutually. Trinidad and Tobago has received what is referred to as enhanced follow-up. It's a measure which says that our anti-money laundering laws, our terrorist financing laws, our laws in relation to the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction, our laws which deal with corruption, which deal with criminality, are not in the best state of efficiency. They are not effective or not technically compliant in certain aspects. Particularly, Trinidad and Tobago is under an obligation in the process of enhanced follow-up to report to the CFATF plenary as to its progress, and the time frame for reporting. The first report is to be tabled in May 2017. Specifically, it's been identified that there is a need for regulation of our sectors which are deemed to be at risk for money laundering and crime and criminality. And those sectors include the gambling or gaming industries, the credit union, cooperative society entities, the non-profit organization entities, the entities which manage themselves through the laws of trusts, and certain other areas. Parts of our laws need to be reformed as well. Once the evidence has been nailed down, as we've done in one, and gelled together, and there are several that we're looking at right now, the applications will all be presented to the court. The due process must be observed, hence the reason for avoiding pretrial publicity in respect of names and persons, etc. But the fact is, the products have to be put into the system, and the system must go to work.
6:23.5 in Trinidad and Tobago. I think we're coming to the point where when lawyers speak, you need to have English subtitles at the bottom so you could actually understand what they are saying in plain English. But we have Attorney at Law Martin George on the line. Hopefully he can speak to us in plain English about what we've just heard, a snippet of what we just heard from the Attorney General. By the way, the freeze of that picture before we actually started was not deliberate. We didn't intend to embarrass Faris Al-Rawi by having with his eyes closed and his mouth open. That was just a technical glitch. We didn't do that deliberately. Some will say we really did it, set him up. We didn't. Because you know, all your fanatics out there will believe that was planned. But Attorney